Every fall, fans of The Chosen wait eagerly for a brand new season to drop. But this year feels strange. It's already deep into fall, and the team behind The Chosen has been unusually quiet. No teasers, no updates, nothing. It's left many fans wondering, has The Chosen Season 6 been canceled? Or is something bigger going on behind the scenes? Let's clear the air once and for all, because the truth behind Season 6 might actually surprise you. First, let's talk about what's really happening with production. Filming for Season 6 officially began back in April 2025, with major scenes shot at Camp Hoblitzell in North Texas, as well as in Utah and the stunning Matera, Italy, the same location used for some of the world's most iconic biblical films. But unlike any season before, production this time has taken much longer than expected. In fact, while previous seasons wrapped filming fairly quickly, this one stretched to an exhausting 86 days, nearly 20 days longer than planned. Why? Because Season 6 is covering the most emotional and intense part of Jesus' life, the final 24 hours before the crucifixion. That means everything from the trial to the arrest to the heartbreaking moments before the cross will unfold in just one tightly packed, emotionally charged arc. This isn't just another season, it's the climax of the story so far. And the team is clearly determined to get every frame right, but the long schedule came at a price. Cast and crew have called it the hardest season yet, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Director Dallas Jenkins has been transparent about the challenges. From endless night shoots to complex set designs and a brutal post-production schedule, the process has been more demanding than anything they've done before. Even Jonathan Rumi, who plays Jesus, described it as the toughest performance of his entire career. All of that has caused delays. Yes, but here's the good news. Season 6 is absolutely not canceled. The delays are the result of ambition, not disaster. The team is pushing for cinematic perfection because this season has to do justice to the most powerful story ever told. Now let's talk about the release timeline, because this part gets exciting. The streaming launch is expected sometime in late 2026, but the Season 6 finale is already locked in for a theatrical release on March 12, 2027. And guess what? The story doesn't end there. Season 7 will begin with a feature-length film releasing in theaters on March 31, 2028, which will focus on the resurrection of Jesus. That's right. The Chosen is breaking boundaries and moving into full-scale cinematic territory. Few faith-based series have ever attempted something like this. This bold approach proves just how much confidence the creators have in their vision. And it's working. The Chosen has now reached over 280 million viewers around the world. What's even more fascinating is that nearly one-third of those viewers aren't even religious. The story has become something universal, about humanity, faith, and endurance. Now for the fans who can't wait to see what Season 6 brings, here's a taste of what's coming. The first episode doesn't waste a single second. There's no slow build-up, no waiting around. The season opens right in the middle of Jesus' trial, surrounded by chaos, tension, and heartbreak. The apostles are desperate to defend him, yet Jesus remains calm, completely at peace, knowing that nothing he says can change what's about to unfold. From the moment in Gethsemane when he prays, "Not my will, but yours be done," the tone is set. Jesus is arrested and taken to Annas, the former high priest who still wields influence behind the scenes. Annas questions him about his teachings, and Jesus responds with quiet strength, "I've taught openly. Why question me as if I were hiding?" A guard strikes him, and the moment lands like a punch to the chest, painful, raw, and real. From there, he's sent to Caiaphas. The council scrambles for witnesses, but their testimonies fall apart. Finally, Caiaphas demands, "Are you the Messiah?" And Jesus replies, "You have said so. From now on, you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the Mighty One and coming on the clouds of heaven." That single line seals his fate. The room erupts, accusations fly, and chaos takes over. But since the Jewish leaders have no authority to execute him, they send him to Pontius Pilate. Pilate immediately senses something is wrong. Jesus is innocent, he knows it, but the political pressure is enormous. When he asks, "Are you the king of the Jews?" Jesus simply answers, "You say that I am." It's haunting. Pilate, torn and afraid, sends Jesus to Herod Antipas, hoping to pass the responsibility. Herod only wants entertainment. He expects a miracle, a sign, a show. But Jesus says nothing. So Herod mocks him, dresses him in a royal robe, and sends him back to Pilate. The humiliation, the silence, the calm endurance, it's impossible not to feel the weight of it. Finally, Pilate tries one last time to free him. Following tradition, he gives the crowd a choice: release Jesus or Barabbas, a convicted criminal. The crowd, stirred up and furious, demands Barabbas. Pilate washes his hands before them all, saying, "I am innocent of this man's blood." And with that, Jesus is handed over to be crucified. Season 6 will capture every emotional layer of these moments: the fear, the sorrow, and the unwavering love that defines Jesus' final hours. Jonathan Rumi's portrayal, from all accounts, will be his most powerful yet. We'll see a Jesus who fully understands his fate, yet remains unshaken in his purpose. Episode 1 begins quietly, Jesus spending peaceful moments with his disciples, sharing final lessons about love, forgiveness, and faith, while outside, soldiers and Pharisees move closer. The calm before the storm. This season is set to be the most devastating, emotional, and breathtaking chapter of The Chosen so far. It's going to break hearts and inspire faith in equal measure. So while the silence and delays might have caused worry, they've only been signs of how much care is being poured into every frame. The team isn't rushing this story. They're perfecting it. And if what we've heard is true, Season 6 won't just be another release, it will be a once-in-a-generation television moment.